Welcome back to another live stream. Today, I'm going to do some live trading. Are the trenches back? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out today. No strings attached. Honestly, I've just founded this wallet with 5 Solana. This is obviously much less than what I would trade with usually, but I've never done this kind of thing. So it's going to be fun. I don't want to make, just a quick disclaimer, I don't want to make this live stream about just I buy and then you buy. I don't want to make it about that. There's so many bad actors into this like copy trading thing that just like try to pump their bags, etc. So what I'm gonna do in today's live stream, I'm gonna get you through my research process in the trenches. I mean, if you can call it research, I'm just gonna look at these like fresh CAs in the trenches, and you're gonna see how I actually evaluate these things if I want to bid or not. Obviously, this is not financial advice. This is like full gambling. Okay, there's some bit more informed gambling that you can do in the trenches by analyzing some of the things that you're going to see in today's live stream, but at the end of the day, I'm gambling. Okay, so don't copy me. You've been warned. Before that, I just want to take a look at the market, because it seems like Solana is like warming up a little bit. Usually, when we see Solana just jump so much in price, especially on a daily basis, the sentiment to the trenches comes back a little bit, and it becomes just a little more appealing to people, because obviously recently the trenches have not been good, and with Solana basically going to like $120 wherever it went to, people were not excited to trade in the trenches. People are going to be more excited. There's going to be way more volume on Pump.fun and any other similar launch pads when the market is just hotter. Okay, so obviously I'm trading on Padres. If you wanna, now it's called Terminal, but it's essentially the same thing. If you want to get access, make sure to join through the link that I have down in the description of this video, and that actually gives you 35% cash back. So every trade that you do, you get 5% back in trading fees in a form of cashback. You can also get access with the link that I have right here on just on my X profile. It's pretty much everywhere. Okay, so Solana is going up. Just by on a TA perspective, I do believe that it's going back to 140, like around this area, because all the liquidity, if you look at the liquidity map, let me grab it. There's a lot of liquidity here, and it seems like there's a market sentiment shift in this very moment. So I do believe that things are going to get a little exciting, but I'm not sure if this is just like a scam pump and we're going to go back down. Anyway, let's see the volume in the trenches, because I'm not seeing a lot of volume. Obviously, the way that you would start would be to set up some filters. Now, I'm not telling you just like do the same filters that I have, but here's what I'm using right now. Actually, I haven't been trading for a while in the trenches. So I'm going to take a look at Pump.fun primarily. Maybe Meteora. I was sniping a coin called 𝗙𝗲𝗏. Okay, good. Token age 10 minutes. All right. Okay. Let's see. Do I have? Yeah, let's just keep Pump.fun to keep it easy. Shall we put socials? Okay, this is what you can do sometimes. Like if you want to play it a little safer, you put if they have one social, because in the majority of cases, if they don't have socials, they're gonna just rock straight away. Original. Okay, basically, if you put original, it needs to be an original social. Let's try that. I haven't tried it because this is like a feature from Padre. Oh, and also original avatar. So if you put this, it means that the avatar hasn't been reused. Okay, so it's like fresh, and if there's like a copy, it gets filters out. It gets filtered out. I want to try it because I haven't tried trenching like this, but I guess it's gonna be like way easier. So one of the first things, other than identifying the filters that you want to use, is also seeing what the meta is for the day. Now, in low volume days, and today is still a low volume day for the Solana trenches, I would definitely look for a kind of meta, a recurring thing. Obviously, today there was the launch of Monad's mainnet, and this is why a lot of people decide to short it or trade it in general. So I am seeing some tickers about Monad. So this could be a good meta to look at. So RIP Monad. Monad is going like shit. But yeah, this is completely dead. Avoid. Could be a good meta though. If I see other tickers, perhaps into the right here into the soon page. Did they change the name? I thought it was something like Yeah, I thought they were using the Axum naming. Maybe when they updated to terminal, they changed it. But anyway, these is like the new pairs. These are going to be extremely risky. This is the soon. So they are getting closer to bonding into the bonding curve, but they haven't been migrated yet. It is migrated, meaning that they achieved 100% into the bonding curve. So let's see if I can find something interesting. For the filters here, I only have Pump.fun. I'm going to remove Bonk because Bonk doesn't have a lot of volume right now. I'm gonna try this strategy of like original socials and avatar. ZachXBT, maybe have it for like the migrated ones, but don't have it for the ones that are still in transition. 10,000, let's put a little higher, 15, top 10 holders, 25, no, 30, let's leave 30. Insider Sniper, don't touch this unless you're very expert. Like, I'm not even touching it myself. Token 8 minutes, just keep it on the higher side if it's a low volume day. If it's a high volume day, then lower, obviously. Holders 80, not because I care so much, but because I want to avoid like the bundle farms. They're just scams. They're holding 5%. Alpha Group Mensch, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, it seems like there's not a lot of original stuff. So there's two ones. There's two right now that are completely original. This chart looks decent. They pay DEX. So if you see this icon, they pay DEX. One thing that I don't like about this one, though, I don't particularly like that there is not a single KOL that I'm tracking in this chart. There's basically no KOL. So obviously I have this list of like wallets that I track that you can see it right there on the right. It's available for free in my Discord, by the way, and some of them are really good. If you're not in the Discord, I don't know what to tell you because we're printing big money there. That's the story for later because I'm focused on actually finding something about this. But when I see that there's no wallets in this chart, probably not going to bother. 𝗙𝗲𝗃𝗁𝗃𝗁. What the hell is that? They have a community. So obviously here, you're going to be able to see if they have like a community, Alex profile. Let's take a look. Dead. It's dead. Fun AF. Cool. Like, there's 4 members in this community, and it's 40. This is like a clear scam. Like, there's 4 members in the community, but this thing is like a very good chart on a TA perspective, and it's 50K. There's no way that it gets to 50K with no KOLs in and with 4 members in the community. So this is definitely a cabal. And in fact, another thing that you can see here is like, look at the fresh holdings. More than 42% of the holders have fresh wallets. Very bad. So what I do, I go back to trenches and I also blacklist the dev. So if you click here on the chef hat, you blacklist the dev. So if they launch new tickers, you're not going to see them. Absolute trash. Okay, Turkey. This is very low volume also. So if you look at here, and there's barely any transaction every minute. There hasn't been any buys in the last 10 minutes. DEX was paid, which is quite weird. Terrible. Keeping it real, guys. Like, if I don't find good stuff, I'm not just gonna, oh, it's a trading live stream, you're gonna buy stuff just for the sake of it. I buy if it deserves it. So this thing migrated, and it's going to shit. Momo, what is it? Coin created using a bot. I'm not sure what this means, actually. What does it mean? Chat, does somebody know? Damn! 3K? Well, see, another chart that doesn't have any KOLs in. So, for instance, my dear friend Limfork, what is he trading today? Absolute junk. But anyway, if you see like wallets here, it means that at least some KOLs are buying stuff. So Loopier, for instance, is a really good one that I track, FMR. Yeah, if you track wallets and you see that they're buying them, store of value. Now, this could be a good entry, to be honest. It pumped a lot, it retraced. Let's see if you go on holders. Kitty, this is a KOL. I don't know who that is. Let me just like expand the screen a little bit. Sorry. Too risky though. So this guy has 2% supply. I love this feature of terminal that gets you also like the percentage allocation. It's pretty cool. When you see a GitHub here, this is probably a LARP project. Yeah, this is bad. So mint authority, always make sure that you buy something that has no, because if it has yes, it means that they can basically mint a new token. So your token becomes inflationary and it could be worth 0 if they emit like millions of tokens. So this is another thing that I would blacklist. Fuck that. Clones. Not sure who that is, but he's a bundler in a KOL that is bundling with 2% supply. Bad distro. Look, basically all these wallets have like 2.5, 2.4, 2.4, 2.3. Man, like this is why the transfers are so shit. Like when you see stuff like this, people are really gonna fall for this crap. Mint authority, yeah. Wow. What? Okay, blacklist. Okay, I think I'm being too conservative with like the filtering that I'm doing. Let's try to remove original avatar. Writ giving. It seems like the writ meta is also going strong today. Ramsed, fellow 𝗙𝗍𝗽 guy, 𝗙𝗍𝗪 guy, had similar PFP. I'm not sure if this guy's a JIT though. He has 2%. This other KOL, does it go on his profile? Okay, let's take a look at the community. Okay, this is better. This could be okay. This could be okay. So the community has like 74 members. It's Thanksgiving week, which I know the Americans are very big on. So I hope you guys have a fantastic Thanksgiving week if you're celebrating. Risk giving. I like this. I like the meta. I like the ticker. The community is 74. So what I would do, I just go on latest and I just make sure that it's not just like mods and like admins. What market cap did I see? Yeah, the thing is like it's very overbought. I can put the RSI. I know I'm doing TA on a 50K topper. Yeah. I mean, I'm still gonna take a look at the chart a little bit. So this one I like, but I feel like I'm late to the party. So they paid a boost on DEX? Did they pay that? They paid DEX as well. So the good moment to buy, the best moment to buy with these meme coins, you see when they pay DEX, so they pay DEX at 33. Usually paying the DEX is very bullish, but there's always a sell the news. So for instance, you can see that it went from 33K to 25. So this was like the clear bottom because, you know, you sell the new, like bullish, but you sell the news. After you sell the news, the JITs are out, it starts sending. So this, I missed it. If I had seen it before, I would have bought it. This is good, but it's like, it's too late for me. So if it retraces, I could consider buying. I like it, but it's too high now. But if I had seen this instead of the other shitters that I saw before, I would have probably aped at this very level because I would have seen close to like a bottom formation, and they pay DEX. So if they pay DEX, it means that they have at least some budget that they're willing to give. And it seems also that there is a community forming. So 74 members for something that is so low in market cap is pretty decent. So I'm gonna put it into favorites so I can actually see how it goes. But yeah, maybe you bought it. I'm not telling you to buy anything, by the way. Again, I'm not telling you to copy me or listen to me. I'm just doing this. This is basically like I would do it by myself. What I normally do is just like research and trade with other people. I am with some FNFs that I do voice chats with. Maybe we can also have like a voice chat in one of this live stream, but they are in Spanish, so I would have to like have subtitles or something. I don't know if I can even do it live. But anyway, maybe I'll do it pre-recorded. Anyways, I would definitely suggest you guys to look for other people. Go for searching for alpha groups. Obviously, I run one that is one of the best in the games. I've caught several hundred X's in my private group. when it comes to meme coins. I think that I called at least 5 in the last 6 months or so. So if you're not in there, I don't know what to tell you. You're missing out big time. And also, there's still an offer to join for the Black Friday deal. The Black Friday deal, $600 off your membership. So instead of $1,500, usually it's at $1,200. It's going to be $900, like $899, whatever it is, $899. So $600 discount. It ends in 4 days, I think. So if you miss it, you miss it. Don't be like, oh, Cepryl, can you give me the discount again? No, this is the first and last time that I do a Black Friday, at least for the next year. Okay. By the way, it's sending. So this is good. This is good. And I found the gem. I think I found the gem, but I'm not going to buy it because I'm too late. If I had seen it here, I would have bought it. Now let's go back. By the way, always go into the trenches category. Don't go into trending, because in trending, it kind of is like a deck screener page. And also here, to be completely honest with you guys, I only have my friends for the most part, because you can track wallets, but you can also remove them from the trading window here. So here in the trading window, I just put people that I care about, that I know that they are either in my FNF. I'm in a Spanish FNF called 𝗙𝗘𝗧𝗍𝗪. And yeah, 𝗙𝗲𝗪 is the guy. So I have 𝗙𝗲𝗪, I have Mamba, some of the guys in there. You might know them because they are actually on 𝗕𝗲𝗄𝗃. But I don't put like 𝗙𝗃𝗃 here because I don't give a fuck if 𝗙𝗃𝗃 buys something. I'm not going to copy trade the guy, but I'm going to keep those people into the chart here. So if they buy, I'm still going to see them. I just don't want to get notified on the right if they buy something. Okay. Damn. What were the guys trading today, boys? African Adolf. But still is still holding it? Oh boy. Trenches are cooked, bro. This was just like a pill. Pill heads. 𝗲𝗏𝗃. I like cats. Are you guys cats or dogs people? Everyone say hello to cat. My 𝗲𝗏𝗃. Just woke up. Okay. Who's this guy? 9 minutes ago. He's not followed by anyone I know. I think this is a normie. This is not a crypto guy. I mean, this guy seems quite famous, but he's not a crypto guy. Who the hell is this guy? Bango. I have no idea who that is. Dev sold. Rugged. No, fuck it. Trash. Life update. Okay, when I see the dev buying like this, it looks like a bundle farm. I'm not gonna bother. No, fuck that. Like when you see the dev buying like this, it's usually a farm. Oh, it's retracing. If it retraces, I'm gonna buy some. Ramsed has been selling some though. Epstein Island. Is it a live stream? Ended the stream. Yeah, this is a sign that you don't. Oh no, wait. Are they just LARPing the investing fund? Man, this is so retarded. Can somebody know? Tell me, like, you can hear the chat, the audio. Why is it pumping? This is so bad. This was actually so bad. Nah. Well, I missed it enough. Just forget it. What is this? The account has a badge from XAI. There's no KLs on. This is probably LARP. Probably LARP. I think it's quite crazy that tokens migrate at 56K market cap now. Well, it migrated, so we have a win. I did not buy it because I was late. But if you bought it, it migrated. Community coin. What's the community though? Okay, so when you look for tweets when analyzing CAs, audio is back. Did the audio get back? I don't know. I hope you guys can hear me. So when you see a tweet, like when it gets in the red, it means that it's not like fresh. I would only be interested if the tweet is like fresh of like the last minute or some stuff, you know. Like when it's like late, doesn't really make a lot of sense. Oh my god, this is like the most stupid thing I've seen all day, by the way. This one that has 5 million in market cap, obviously it's like a scam that was like sniped and bundled to big highs. Yeah, risk-giving is sending. The 𝗙𝗏𝗃, the 𝗙𝗏𝗃 is not a good sign. Could be an exit scam. Well, even if we're not printing, even if I'm not buying anything, I hope that this makes sense for like the research process that I do. And I'm not just like trading for the sake of it, because it's very easy to just like to overtrade or just like buy shitters for the sake of it. You know, like a lot of people will just overtrade and they just think that to make money with trading. And this applies to meme coins, this applies to perps. People think that you need to just trade all the time to make money. It's not about that. I mean, it's just better to do like 2 trades per day and have them do well than just do 10 trades per day and half of them go to shit and you lose money, you know. And especially true in the trenches, because it's very easy to like lose your head and everything. Yeah, this was a good ticker though. Let's see if I can find. Also, there's this is not my style to do like new pairs. I'd rather like do stuff in the soon category or in the migrated one. This is a farm. This is a scam. Look, big candle like this is a scam. Scam. Don't buy it. Blacklist. Anyway, this is a live stream. Is this a bug? I mean, I've seen stuff like this before, to be honest. It's nothing revolutionary or. It's better if I click this button. Anyway, this is not like anything revolutionary. It's just a community thing. No, pass. Just very vanilla. Bro, risk-giving is sending. Dude. I told you guys this was a good thing. I would have been 3x. But I only see shit. They all look like scams. Yeah, I agree. But this one would have been a 3x from the entry that I would have bought if I'd seen it on time. And from when I looked at it, it's 2x. I should have probably bought it. I'm just being very. I'm just being very conservative because obviously I never like trade live and also it was kind of like overbought. I'm very more of like being conservative with trades than just trading for the sake of it. I don't do too many trades. This would have been a good one though. I was very hesitant, but yeah, if you took the trade, you make money. So I hope somebody took the trade. Community coin, I mean, nah, I'm not feeling it. Also, it doesn't really have a lot of volume. The thing that is going to happen is that if there's a KOL that apes here, like if a KOL just buys here, then everybody's going to be like, oh, this guy bought it. And this is also a thing of like, compared to last year it was way more focused on, is this project good? Is it building? Is there a good community behind the project? Right now it's way more centered around who buys it. So 𝗙𝗵𝗃 bought it, or 𝗚𝗲𝗁𝗃 bought it, and 𝗚𝗲𝗃 bought it, so it's good. But if 𝗚𝗲𝗃 hadn't bought it, it would have been crap. So this is what I don't like about the trenches these days. But it is what it is. You just gotta adapt with the times, you know. Join the Discord. We're printing, bro. Like we've been making so much money. Actually, we really have been making so much money. I actually posted on my free Telegram. Let me grab. If you're not on my free Telegram, guys, I don't know what to tell because it's literally free. But preview channel. So I posted the thing that we did the other day. So last night we did a short. We did this short on BTC. We'd been nailing literally every call as of lately. Soul short, take profit 3. We did all of this, and we also talked about Anon coin on last week's on Monday on this channel actually, and it went 2x from there. Hope you took the trade. And also, I've been showing, I think, a lot of the trades that we've been doing into the Anon ecosystem. The Anon ecosystem is crazy. Maybe, but it's not something that I can really show you on the live stream because the volume is very low. But this is like some of the gains that we've been doing. So you will get access to all of this stuff if you join the VIP group. This is why you should probably join. And also, I wanted to take a moment to remind you, if you didn't see it, just go look at the pin post that I just published today. I basically put a long form video in which I talk about all the secrets in the trenches, the way that I do filters like a little more in detail than what I would do on a live stream, because obviously it's a recorded video. I went through a lot of like a big script that I had for every single thing that I do to set up. So make sure to check it out. And I'm showing this on Axiom because I was still using Axiom at the time, but just make sure to use Padre Terminal. It's the same thing. It's just a different name, but it's the same platform. Just make sure to use that because this is the best thing to do. And there's this special offer that I have for you guys to 35% cashback on your own trades, which is quite good. By the way, I'm seeing that Bitcoin and Solana are pumping right now. So, wow. Like, this is quite nuts. This is quite nuts. I think that Plex, where are we going? Plex, is Plex in the live stream? Yeah, easier. Bro, give us some alpha. Give us some alpha. Where would you short, or would you keep long it now? What would you do? Plex is the guy for perps. Plex is the guy. I do believe, as I was saying, that I think that we're gonna do something like, but we probably go here and then we start like forming a range and then we go back higher. But I do believe, like, think about it. Like this morning, Solana was 128. We're already 7% up. 7% up in a day for Solana is like a lot. So we're definitely going to do some retesting. At least, you know, it's going to come back a little bit. G-Dog. Bundled. When you see a big candle, a big green candle at the beginning, it means that it's been bundled very heavily, so avoid. If the bundle gets out and there's an organic community and it doesn't drop any further than, I don't know, 8 to 9K. Oh, I have a trader called Good Trader. I have no idea who this guy is. If somebody knows who this guy is, just tell me. But I have it saved as Good Trader. And he actually bought this thing that looks like a scam. Should I buy? It's really bundled a lot. It's already 28K. It's really bundled, but maybe this guy knows a cabal. So the tweet is from 4 minutes ago from Grayscale. Grayscale Dogecoin Trust ETF is here. Fuck, this is good. I'm just concerned about the bundle. Gonna put 𝗙𝗲𝗁, but very close stop loss. Just because I like the tweet, all right? Okay, I'm 20% up. By the way, I'm using the 1 minute chart. I know that there's a lot of trenchers that use the 30-second, but I think it messes with my head a little bit. So I wouldn't use it. Volume is okay, could be better. I mean, I'm 40% up. I'm gonna sell. I do believe that the bundle is gonna sell on me. Oh, but still aped. Okay, I just want to demonstrate things. I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm just scared of like the bundle, but the meta is good. The meta of this thing is good. Yeah, this is a good wallet. Okay, I can share this wallet. I have no idea who the fuck this is. If somebody knows who this guy is, just tell me. But he's a guy that I track. Free alpha, free wallets. Yeah, I think this migrates. And by the way, I don't care that I sold early. I'm not doing this to make money in the first place. If I trade with my, you know, by my own, yes. So what do you take away from this? Good wallets, good wallet tracking, and this is why I have a list. Just like I have this guy, I have a list of like 50 wallets that are not public that I have in my private group. All of my members have access to that. By the way, it's 2x. From when I found it, it's 2x. Good job, 2x. And also, analyze tweets. Look at stuff that is not completely outdated, okay? This was good. Like Doge ETF from Grayscale, official tweet from Grayscale, verified account. This is good stuff. I was just concerned about the bundle. That was the thing. Concerned about the bundle. That's good stuff. Yeah, we caught a 2x. It's the second 2x that we catch. Risk giving also went 2x. I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah, even if there are scams, you can get 2x's. You got a 2x, you got money. Get out. Still money, bro. Solana short potential at 141. Yeah, we're still not there yet. Getting close though. Damn, this candle of BTC is crazy. But we also saw, what the fuck is wrong with my trading view? Anyway, we also saw crazy dumping last week, so I'm not surprised that we're seeing crazy pumping this week. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to short here on BitUnix. Oh, guys, if you're also doing perps, make sure to join BitUnix because I have a massive offer with BitUnix right now. That is somewhere in my free Telegram and also here. But it's also, guys, the link is down in the description of this video as always. Yeah, this is the offer that I have with BitUnix. So, for instance, I have a lot of money in futures. I deposited 100K. They gave me 10K for free. You can do the same. You deposit 100K, you get 10K for free. Like how? This is like the easiest way that you can make $10,000, and it's a bonus that gets credited to your account basically the same day. It's crazy. So easy, guys. So freaking easy. So make sure to register. This offer is not gonna last forever. It's gonna last for 3 weeks. So you still have 3 weeks. And Oh, and also if you put $2,000 or more, you get VIP 3. So you get an insanely huge discount on trading fees. So your fees are going to be essentially zero. I'm doing all of my futures trading there right now. So again, I put my money where my mouth is. You see me trade on Padre, you see me trade on BitUnix. So Padre terminal for meme coins and BitUnix for perps. That's all that I'm doing right now. Come on, was this a 50k topper? Anyway, I'm out. I'm not here to risk too much. Don't care. This is retarded. What is this? 𝗙𝗲𝗏 𝗙𝗲𝗡, like why? 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 No. Pass. You see, if there's no wallets, I don't buy. Like why? You know? Is this still around? No. As I said before, I don't really focus on new pairs. What you're gonna be able to find is that most KOLs, especially KOLs on KOLs can, just they go on new pairs and they farm things that are like 6k market cap. They buy with their main wallet and then they buy with their secondary wallet. They buy like 1 or 2% supply each, and then they dump at 20k and maybe they do even like a couple $1,000s. That is not the stuff that I do, but a lot of big KOLs do that, unfortunately, and this is why the industry is also so fucked. So just keeping it very, very transparent with you. So I don't touch new pairs just because of that. And also there's a lot of like bundle scams that are gonna just one clip and rug for like $50, which I guess in third world countries is a lot of money, but I'm out of that. So I only focus on soon and migrate. So I think that's clear now. Desire. This chart is up only. There's also no KO. You see that there's not a lot of KOs trading right now. Even traders, there's not a lot. This looks like crap. Look. So here you go on holders. It's all freshies. It's all freshies, bro. Freshies. So you see, no sell until 48 minutes ago. So 48 minutes ago is when all these wallets were created and the bundle was born. Avoid. You want some TA? That's pretty much it. I would love to find another good ticker. Are we really late to what, bro? Maybe you were talking about the ticker before. My guy, bro. Yeah, Terminal is by far the best trading platform. I wouldn't even call it a trading bot. Like trading bot is like a definition of the past. It's like a trading terminal, you know? Smash up the likes if you're enjoying the alpha or just the very honest live trading that I'm doing. Smash the like button. And also, I have a YouTube channel myself. It's down in the description of this video. I have a private group that I've already talked about because we're making too much money, and I need to mention it because we're making too much money. I want to share it with you so you can actually start making money yourself. And then all my other referrals for the platforms that I'm using, such as BitUnix and Terminal, are down in the description. What else? And you see, this is like a day with not a lot of volume. I'm gonna just keep it like another couple of minutes. Let's see if there's anything else born. Even my guy 𝗏𝗏𝗏, he's not trading a lot. Shout out to 𝗏𝗏𝗏 if you're watching this live stream. What's up, my bro? This is a Marcel side wallet. Nobody has it. I do. He bought the top. Fail. Oh, this is also the guy that, because you know I don't have it here. I just have it here because it's like he's a farmer. So his buy is like my exit signal. That's the way that you should trade if you track this KOLs. Like they buy, you sell. Thanks for playing. You know. It was also mentioned in 3 groups. I don't like to have them on the chart because just because it gets mentioned on a group, it doesn't mean that it's gonna make you rich. It just means that they talked about it. Maybe they said, oh, I'm scanning this, it's crap, don't buy it. But people are still going to be like, oh, there's an alpha group mention. Yeah, the alpha group mention could literally be that they scanned the CA and they said, oh, this is junk, I'm not going to buy it. When will people learn? It seems like there's a lot of Christmas. Why is there Christmas meme coins already? It's like the 24th of November. It's like 1 month away. Give it at least till December. No? Yeah, I'm not seeing any volume, guys. I'm not seeing any volume, so I'm gonna quit it here. But what I'm gonna tell you is that I'm gonna go back to perps right now, and I'm preparing an epic short for Bitcoin and Solana. And also, if you see my last live stream that I did on Crypto Banter, actually, we longed Hyperliquid, and this was on Saturday on the main channel of Banter. We longed Hyperliquid, and then it went 10% up. So congrats if you watched my last live stream on Crypto Banter, because you would have actually made a lot of money. If you didn't, maybe don't fail me next time so you start making money. I thank you so much for watching this. I hope you got something away from it, especially because I kept it very raw with the research process. So let me know down in the comments what you want to see more of, and if you want to if you definitely want to see more of, so make sure to check my main channel out. Okay, I'm out. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.